very winded from doing that dance and following that girl. Hello YouTube and welcome to Theater Talk. In today's Theater Talk video, I'm going to be talking about The Office, a musical parody, which me and Sean went to go see. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description at tss6295. Now let's get into the video. The Office, a musical parody is being put on at the Jerry Orbach Theater on 50th Street in New York City in Midtown. So I'll put a link in the description down below to the show's website to buy tickets, so you can find out more information about them, as well as like Twitter and Instagram and all the different social media stuff that they have. If you didn't know this about me, I'm wearing my Office shirt to kind of prove this, but I am a huge fan of The Office. It is one of my favorite TV shows, probably my top favorite TV show. I've watched it 13 times in total because that's how much I love it. I know exactly what the first scene is that I've ever seen of the show. It was when Pam told Jim that they were having a girl in their first pregnancy, and it was right when her water broke, when he's sitting outside in the car, and he's like, "Why did you change your clothes?" She goes, "Oh, my water broke." That this is how specific I know. Like, I remember watching on TV and I was like, I should watch the show. And the love affair with The Office began. The Office, a musical parody, is basically just like an episode of The Office. It has lots of fun characters, of course, all the characters that we know and love from The Office, and they're put into fun situations. The stage is set up just like The Office at Dunder Mifflin. There's some changes in there. I'm not going to spoil them for you if you want to go see the show yourself, but there's some changes, of course, because of probably copyright reasons, but also their own take on the whole show. The show is super fast paced. It runs about 2 hours with one 15-minute intermission, and everything just kind of goes really quickly throughout the entire thing. In my opinion, I didn't really feel like there was a huge overarching storyline that went throughout the entire thing, but it was kind of like, here are the characters that we know from The Office. This is something that's sort of happening with the whole thing of Dunder Mifflin, and like it's kind of a storyline that you've seen in the show before, but then they just set a lot of it to music, so it kind of feels like it gets a little bit lost in that way, but you still enjoy seeing these characters in a different environment. So that's what I really liked about it, is that you're seeing all the characters of Michael Scott, Jim, Pam, Dwight, and all these characters that you know and love, that they're just kind of thrown into a new kind of parallel universe to the one that you know from The Office. And the show, kind of like in puffs, which I talked about in another Theater Talk review video, a lot of the actors play multiple characters throughout the show, and there's two in particular that I wanted to mention because I thought they did so well with the different characters they were playing. Rebecca Mason Weigall, who played Phyllis, Kevin, and Meredith, as well as some others, but those are the main featured ones, and Tom McGovern, who played Jim and Andy. Rebecca, who did Phyllis, Kevin, and Meredith, was so spot on with her different interpretations of the characters. Specifically, Meredith was like scary spot on how good it was, especially with like the characterization, the voice that she had for her, the wigs, the costumes. It just all worked really well in her favor to present Meredith in a very specific way. And Phyllis too, she transitioned between the characters very specifically and well, which I really enjoyed. And Tom McGovern as Jim and Andy, I really loved his interpretation of Andy, because they dressed him in a very specific way that you were like, oh, you know this is Andy. He had the voice down so well, all of Andy's like specific inflections of how he talks with like rid-a-did-to-do and all that stuff. He just had it down so well. And then Jim was kind of on like a total flip side of that it was very much the straight man of the craziness that was happening around him. That's also how Jim is in the show. The acting in The Office, a musical parody, kind of feels like it's big caricatures of the characters of The Office, who are already kind of big personalities as well, but you recognize who they are. It just kind of seems like it's a bit overdone and overstated, which makes sense because it's a parody show, so it works really well in that kind of sense of it, and it allows the actors to kind of go really far and take these characters to the extremes that they might not have reached on the actual show of The Office. All of the costumes were really spot on for all of the characters, especially because they were changing so quickly, all these actors between different characters. The quick changes were also really fast and really impressive, because there was a lot of like hair up, hair down, hair in a wig, full costume changer. It was like zippered over. So I was like, this is really cool to see how fast these actors are doing it and switching in and out of these different characters too. One thing that was kind of weird off about the show, maybe it was just the night that me and Sean happened to go see it, was that the sound mixing was a little bit off. Some of the mics kept cutting a little bit in and out, and to me the music, I know that there was a live band next to me, it just didn't sound like it was a live band with them. I don't know. I also really liked that they had the music that was before the show and in between between the acts of the show, it was different songs that had been used in the actual show of The Office. They had We Didn't Start the Fire, which is relating to Ryan as the fire guy, and then they had the song that they used for the lip dub in season 7. So it was like a really nice nod to different things that you know from The Office, and if you're like a super hardcore fan like me, you definitely notice those things and remember what episodes they're from and what characters they relate to. So it's a nice little addition for that. So overall, I enjoyed it a lot. If you're wanting to see a show that takes something that you know and hopefully love, like The Office, and kind of turns it on its head, takes these characters and puts them in a new world, I would definitely recommend going to see The Office musical parody. Like I said before, I'm going to leave all the information to get tickets and to check them out on social media down in the description below, and so you can give them some love as well. If you've seen The Office musical parody, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. And also, if you like seeing these kinds of theater talk review videos, and if there's any other shows you think I should go see, let me know in the comments down below too, as well as always, different things you want to see here on my channel here at tss6295. Thank you guys so much for watching, DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!